Hello everyone, this is British Culture Ankara Mamak branch support division, and today we're going to talk about passive voice, which is about passive sentences in English. As you know, we have two kinds of sentences like active and passive, and we're going to show you how we can use passive voice or passive sentences in our speaking or writing or any kind of sentence in English. So, in active voice, we have a subject, someone has done something, someone is going to do something, and the subject of the sentence is the person or the thing we talk about. For example, as you can see here, the subject of a sentence is the person or thing we talk about. When the subject does something, we use active voice actually. For example, if the doer is clear, if we know someone or something has done something, and that person or that thing is clear, we use active voice because the doer is actually identified. For example, people sell good luck flowers. People actually is the subject in here, and this is the doer. This is something that is done by the people. People are doing something. What do? They sell good luck flowers. This is actually our subject, this is our main verb, and this is our object. So as you can see, people is the subject or the doer. Someone has done something. This is our active verb. It can be in different tenses. For example, sold, for example, is selling, based on the time you're going to talk about. And good luck flowers is actually our object, which is the receiver. Sometimes we call it the receiver. So we call it object for a better, easy identification. But in passive voice, it is used when the subject is not the doer of an action. For example, we don't know who has done something, we don't know what has done something. The doer is not clear, we have no idea who or what has done something. For example, but before the example, we put the receiver of an action as the subject. What does it mean? We bring the object, as I told you, receiver can be told object. We bring the object to the beginning of the sentence instead of the subject. In the example, it will be like this. Good luck flowers are sold. And we put the doer of an action as the object. We omit somehow this part because sometimes we do not need to bring by people by the end of the sentence. If we say good luck flowers are sold, that's sometimes enough. Actually, most of the time it is enough because we use passive voice in order to show that the doer is not clear and we don't know who the doer is or what the doer is. So it is enough to say good luck flowers are sold. Are sold. So why did we bring are? Why sell is changed to sold? This is the most important thing that I'm going to tell you. So I just want to show you how we bring am, is, are, and different kinds of things like are sold. So the formula is easy. If we have normally a subject plus verb plus object in the sentence, and this is an active voice in English, we normally delete subject and we bring object to the beginning of the sentence. So for passive voice, something like this will happen. Object plus the verb of be and third form of the verb plus object, which is our doer actually. You can bring the doer here. I mean, sometimes you can bring this subject as an object in this part of the sentence, but this is not necessary. If I want to tell you an example, it will be like this. He made, or let me use simple present tense, he makes this car, for example. A very easy sentence. Then in passive form, you need to delete he because we don't know who has done it. You bring this car to the beginning of the sentence and then you say this car. As I told you, we need be. What is be normally? Normally be is, am, is, and are. This car is. Then the third form of the verb, which is made, and then that's finished. So this car is made is a normal passive voice. a normal passive sentence. But if you want to bring the subject instead of the object again like this, you can say this car is made by him. As you can see, this he is in subject form and him is in object form. As I told you, we need to bring this he instead of the object, so it will be changed to him. So this by is also needed if we want to bring the subject, if we want to bring the doer as the object by the end of the sentence. But normally this sentence is enough. This car is made. We don't know who did this, we don't know who has done it, we don't know who is going to do this, and that's it. So if I want to get back to the slides, as you can see, I'm going to delete this part and I'm going to tell you the first two options are enough to produce a passive voice sentence, like good luck flowers are sold by the people is optional. As you can see, the good luck flower is the subject now, but in our active voice it was object, it came to the beginning. Then we have passive verb, it can be in different sentences or in different tenses, like are, because we have good luck flowers and it is plural. Then we have the third form of the verb, and by the people is actually our object, which is the doer, but before in our active sentence it was the subject. So in the passive form, collect, if the subject is actually singular we use is, if the subject is plural we use are, and then the third form of the verb. Perform also like that, is performed or are performed, is or are decorated, is or are lit, because lit, actually light, is an irregular verb. So but collect, perform and decorate are regular verbs. Then we have sweep, which is swept, and burn, which is burnt. The last three verbs are actually irregular verbs. So as you can see, there is a practice here. People eat mooncakes at Mid-Autumn Festival. This is our subject. Eat is a normal verb, which is simple present tense. Mooncake is actually the object, and the rest of sentence is something that you can add based on your needs. But the main procedure is going to happen here. Mooncakes are eaten. What was the rule? The rule was this, that the people should be deleted. Mooncakes, which are the objects, come to the beginning instead of subjects, like mooncakes. This is simple present. For simple present, we need be, which is am, is, are, and it is plural. We call it are here. Mooncakes are. Eaten is the third form of the verb for eat. We need to know them. We need to memorize them somehow. By people. This is the people. Actually, as you see, it is within the parentheses, so you can bring by people, or it's up to you. You can stop bringing this by people. But if you want to bring it, we need a by for that. And at Mid-Autumn Festival is the rest of sentence for you. People sweep graves with brooms at Qingming Festival, for example. People is actually the subject, sweep is a simple present tense verb, and graves, that is the object. So as you can see, graves come to the beginning. Graves are, because it is plural. Swept is the third form of sweep with brooms. By people is actually optional, as I told you. People light lanterns. Lanterns are lit, again by people, by anyone. You can bring it or not bring it, it's up to you. And as a game, for example, people sweep graves. Graves are swept, as you can see, because graves, that is a plural now. People buy some flowers. Some flowers are bought, because flowers actually is a plural now. Miss Lee paints a picture. A picture, this is singular, so we need is. Is painted, the third form of paint actually, which is painted, because it is a regular verb. John buys some new clothes. Some new clothes are bought. And the family cleaned the house. The house is cleaned by the family, if you want to add the doer again in object position. Mr. Chan places some flowers, or some flowers are placed by Mr. Chan. Sally throws the old things. The old things are thrown by Sally. Peter draws a car. A car is drawn by Peter. Mr. and Mrs. Wu bake a cake. A cake is baked by them or by Mr. and Mrs. Wu. Actually, that was all about passive sentences. But if you want to check passive sentences in other times, I will write them very fast for you to know how you can transfer normal active sentences to passive. And this is a very easy thing. As you can see, I told you about the simple present. For simple past, you can say, he made this car. Normally it is going to be changed to this car was made, because this be should be in past form. As this is in past form, he is making this car. Again, this car is being made. What happened here? Actually, we have a is here. So we need to bring is, then we need to add a be. So we added the be. Why is there an ing here? We need the ing because our main verb has ing. Then we change our main verb to third form of the verb. So normally we let that be. It must be as it is. As you can see, we brought it here. Then we have a make that has ing. So we need to add ing to the be. And we have make here, then it should be changed to made. Actually, the same thing happens for past continuous. He was making this car. You can easily say, this car was being made. The same. He will make this car. I write just this to make the video shorter. This will be made. Actually, as you can see, I brought will. As I told you, it must come exactly as it is. Then we have a make. Nothing happened to the make, so we need to bring be, and nothing happens to the be as well. Just we need to bring the third form of the verb after be, which is made for make. Then he is going to make this, or this is going to be made. Actually, is actually like will, and instead of will we use is going to here. So it comes exactly as it is. Then we need a be, and then the third form of the verb, which is made. So the last two sentences for present perfect and past perfect. He has made this. We need it. This has been made. So why like this? Because as I told you, has should come as it is, like will, like going to, like is. Then what happened to made? Made is third form. So we need to bring be in third form again, and then we add the main verb as third form. This is a bit complicated, but this is easy. Actually, you have three complex. Complex one is has. You need to bring it as it is. Then made, it is actually the third form because it is a present perfect tense. We need to add a be because this is a rule in passive voice. So we added be, but be must be in third form because our main verb is also in third form. And normally also again we need the third form of the verb because in passive sentences we need the third form of the verb as well. And for the last one, he had made this, which is this had been made. Exactly like present perfect. Past perfect is like that. This is all about passive voices. If you have any question, it was just a brief explanation. I have just explained them so fast. If there is any question with these sentences, you can easily ask us. We can help you. All you have to do is to go to britishculturemamak.com and give us the feedback and ask us the questions. Then we can help you and give you more lessons in passive voice. And thanks for attending this video. This is British Culture Mamak Branch Support Division, and we are always at your service. Have a good day and enjoy your life.